Oh my God, the camera wasn't recording any video. Wow, camera was not recording. 13 minutes and 29 seconds in, no video footage. Good job, Arthur. How the hell did I do that? How did I forget to start recording? Early glitches of podcasting, you know, we got lots of practice to do, but the audio was still recording. But we didn't have any of that sexy footage though. Oh man, we had some sexy footage. I leaned in at one point. I was like, and then I started stargazing or whatever I said. I leaned in like this and I was looking at the camera and I got all serious and I was telling my story. And damn it. That's okay. That's okay, my babies. Because you know why? Because we're gonna get it rocking and rolling. And we're gonna figure this podcasting thing out. Joe Rogan better watch out. Greetings, my alien babies, and welcome to episode 2 of the Alien Babies podcast. And hit you with a little intro music. Enough of that. That's not the official Alien Babies podcast intro theme song, but I will have one eventually. And we got some spooky vibes going on. Wait, wrong one. Wait a minute. I messed that one up. Bam. That's the creepy vibes right there. Oh, forgot to turn on my little light up here. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, cool. Well, my little light up there died, but it's no big deal. Probably doesn't shine my face whatsoever at all. And great start to the podcast. So this is... Damn, wouldn't that be the worst? Try stand-up comedy and then just freeze on stage in fear? Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, man. I would love to try some stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying? I should have done it last year when I was in LA, around here, before COVID. You know about COVID? Shutting down all the comedy clubs and... Man. What are we going to do, you know? What can we do? Except stargaze, UFO hunt. And I always say positivity is key. You know? It really is. But anyway, welcome to the show, my alien babies. And yeah, we're doing it. I hope the audio quality is better. And we got upgraded video footage for this week's podcast, so you can see the entire setup. We got the alien to my left. Oh no, I feel like you can hear the mouth clicks. I forgot to eat an apple before the podcast. Apparently, if you eat... Oh, Jesus Christ, I hear the mouth clicks. Oh no. Well, that's it. Podcast is over, guys. This is the worst podcast in the world. But maybe if I turn away a little bit like this, you don't hear as many mouth clicks. But anyway, got a alien prop to my left. Got a UFO wall behind the alien. Got a little dragon bell. Boom, hear that? Got a bunch of dope LED candles. And got this Alien Babies painting next to me, where I'm dressed like some kind of general admiral in the army from a long time ago. I photoshopped it myself, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna poke some holes in it, in the stars up above. And man, I'm sweating here. I was getting nervous at the beginning of the podcast. Getting nervous. A lot of pressure to perform. A lot of pressure. But so yeah, I'm trying to poke some holes in this painting and add some fairy lights behind the holes so it looks like the stars are twinkling. So that'll look really cool. I think that'll look super sick. Yeah, I think it's probably going to take a lot of podcast episodes before I get super comfortable on the podcast. And God damn, you hear those mouth clicks? Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe it's just not as bad as I think it is. Hey, you're just gonna have to hear my mouth clicking. There's nothing I can do about it now. I got some water. Let's try a little water. Oh, I lied. Water's up here. Here we go. Take a little sip. You like that sound bite? So, here's what I wanted to talk about on the podcast today. How I got into UFO hunting. What sparked my initial interest in aliens and UFOs. Let's go down memory lane. And I'll take you back to elementary school. I was sitting... Oh, okay. Check this out. So check this out, right? So get this. So I'm a little kid, elementary school, right? I'm sitting at my computer, minding my own business, when I could have swore I saw something out of the corner of my right eye, out of the window. Now, we had these metal blinds, and they were open, so you just see the slits. And for a split second, for about a second, I could have swore I saw something outside of my window, and then it vanished. It looked like an orb, a palm-sized white floating orb. Could have been car headlights out front in the parking lot, or it could have been, I don't know. So I was like, all right, that's super weird. A couple weeks go by. Same thing happens. I'm sitting at the computer. Could have swore I saw something out of the corner of my right eye. I look over, saw another object floating outside of my window. And again, it vanished a second later. Wait a minute. Where's the creepy? God damn, that's crickets. What the hell? There we go. Okay, can't turn off the crickets. And so that sparked my initial interest to do a little Googling about aliens and UFOs. So I found this one article, 75 signs that you've been abducted by a UFO. And I checked off about 72. And a lot of the questions were pretty dumb. It was, one of the questions was, have you ever, are you afraid of your closet? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm afraid of my closet. I was a little kid. I was like, that's a sign I've been abducted by a UFO. That's a clear sign. So I went to school, elementary school. I think I told a bunch of kids about it. Maybe I even brought the article to school and showed everyone. And then I remember walking around some stores, like a Target or something, and I saw books about UFOs or aliens. And I remember flipping through it and seeing articles and pictures about tiny implants that were taken out of people that were supposedly alien implants. And they took out these little black specks, these little things, devices, whatever, very tiny things out of people's bodies. And they claim they have no idea what these things are. So they thought, must be alien implants from, people getting abducted. So I remember seeing books like that. And that was interesting, but I didn't think too much of it. And then, The Matrix came out, which is still my favorite movie. So Star Wars, so sci-fi movies like that just got my creative juices going and my thirst for sci-fi had begun. What kind of sound effect can I play here? Oh, here we go. What? Boom. Applause. And so then it wasn't until I moved to Bucks County at end of middle school that I really got into UFO hunting, because I moved out of Philadelphia, lots of light pollution, moved to Bucks County, less light pollution, began stargazing in my backyard, because now all of a sudden I have a backyard, and I began to stargaze for 2 to 3 hours at a time, sometimes up to 15 hours per week. So I did a lot of stargazing. I used to do a lot of stargazing. Up to 15 hours per week. That's a lot of time. But your alien boy got less time now, but soon, don't worry, we're going to do a lot more stargazing. And you can bet your bottom UFO on it. We're going to be doing a lot more UFO hunting soon. So I began to stargaze and chill at night with my thoughts, just being creative, brainstorming ideas for projects and graphic design and advertising, marketing, just thinking about the universe. It's something about the nighttime and the darkness and the quiet that, I don't know, I feel like my best ideas come to me then. But anyway, so I'm stargazing a lot, right? And before I knew it, I began to see UFOs and other strange phenomena in the sky. Just like crazy stuff, unbelievable stuff that shouldn't be real. Stuff that most people would only believe if they saw. And some people would even dismiss it if they saw something. They would still be skeptical because it's that unbelievable. And even just driving down the road around there, I've seen some crazy stuff in the sky. So that's really how I got into it. I moved here, less light pollution, had a backyard all of a sudden, started stargazing a lot, started seeing stuff. And I've just been hooked. It's fascinating to see UFO sightings. It's exciting. I know some people are scared or have bad experiences, but I've seen some very exciting things. It's like a sci-fi movie. Every time you stargaze, you get to see something impossible and incredible that shouldn't exist, but it does. Hold on, let me check if my camera's recording. Oh my God, the camera wasn't recording any video. Wow, camera was not recording. 13 minutes and 29 seconds in, no video footage. Good job, Arthur. How the hell did I do that? How did I forget to start recording? Hey, early glitches of podcasting, you know, we got lots of practice to do, but the audio is still recording because it's recording into my Rodecaster Pro. But we didn't have any of that sexy footage, though. Oh, man, we had some sexy footage. I leaned in at one point when I was like, what did I say earlier? I was like, and then I started stargazing or whatever I said. I leaned in like this, and I was looking at the camera, and I got all serious, and I was telling my story. And damn it. That's okay. That's okay, my babies, because you know why? Because we're gonna get it rocking and rolling, and we're gonna figure this podcasting thing out. Joe Rogan better watch out. Oh, and by the way, the Alien Babies podcast is for the alien babies to call in and share their UFO, ghost, paranormal. No, I'm sorry. I messed that up. The Alien Babies podcast is for the alien babies to call in and share their UFO, ghost, and paranormal experiences and more. Like the Joe Rogan podcast. But minus the politics. Because we don't talk about politics on the Alien Babies podcast. And more UFOs. Okay? So Joe Rogan better watch out, man. I'm coming for his podcast. I'm coming for it. Nah, it's all good. I'm just messing around. He's got his own thing. I got my own thing. But for now, that is the description for the Alien Babies podcast. It's kind of like the Joe Rogan Experience, where we talk about pretty much anything, but minus like politics and stuff like that. And we talk about more UFOs. Last week I filmed a test Alien Babies podcast episode. I did it while on TikTok Live, IG Live. Some people chimed in, asked questions. This week I didn't want to do this episode while being on live because I wanted to get the experience of podcasting on my own. Just here by myself and, getting practice doing that. Like the Congratulations podcast with Chris D'Elia. It's just him. He's just sitting there talking to the camera. So that's what I'm trying to practice doing. Because it's different when you have live, and you're looking at another screen or looking at people's comments, which is fun. And I will do that soon. So if you would like, DM me some questions that you want me to ask on the podcast. DM me some topics you want this covered, talked about. And also, if you would like to be on the Alien Babies podcast, if you have any UFO sightings that you've seen you want to talk about, you have some experiences, you want to talk about maybe you're a paranormal investigator, you want to talk about ghost hunting, you want to talk about UFO hunting. I'm a UFO hunter myself, and if you're a UFO hunter, that'd be cool to talk to you. I've talked to some UFO hunters on IG, but not in too much detail. But to kind of sit down on a podcast and talk to another fellow UFO hunter and get their experience. I'm sorry, not experience. Get their perspective. Get their own perspective on their own UFO hunting. Because I feel like everyone probably has their own style of UFO hunting, ghost hunting. I could be wrong. Maybe it's fairly similar. Like Dr. Stephen Greer, his CE5, summoning UFOs technique. It's interesting because before I, found out about him, I was doing my own form of CE5 without even knowing it. Just sitting in my backyard, stargazing and visualizing seeing a UFO pop out of the sky, feeling it, putting out love, good vibes, no fear. Just keeping a very open mind. And, sometimes UFOs appear. And sometimes you feel them before they appear, like literally within 10 minutes. That's happened a few times, 2 times in particular, that I'll share at some point. But, check this out. I got this really cool ghost hunting magazine the other week. Actually, a few days ago. I don't know why I said the other week. Let me hold it up here for the people on YouTube for the video. Boom. Thumbnail? Is that the thumbnail? I'm getting a little... I'm gonna get a little closer. Boom. The magazine is called Ghost Hunting: True Tales of the Paranormal, World's Spookiest Places, Evidence of the Supernatural, and Where Spirits Live. So I thought this was a very, very interesting magazine. I didn't know they had ghost hunting magazines. I wonder if they have any UFO hunting magazines. Maybe I'll design one. Maybe I'll come up with one. Why not? I would love to do that, huh? Let's see what we got here. I actually wanted to read an article and talk about an article from this magazine. There's a bunch. So maybe over the next few episodes, I'll share more from this magazine. And it looks like Amy Bruni. Sorry if I'm saying your last name incorrectly. And Adam Barry of Kindred Spirits on the Travel Channel. I'm guessing this is like a Travel Channel magazine. So I don't know if they wrote this entire magazine or just one of the articles or if all of the articles. It might be all of them. So I wanted to get into a very interesting ghost hunting article here. And okay, first of all, here we go. Here's one for all you ghost lovers out there. Frequently asked questions. Can objects be haunted? Let's find out. The short answer, absolutely. And just like spirits can tether themselves to homes, buildings, and people, they can become attached to objects. This is especially common if the item had significance to the person in life, as a person can easily retain an emotional attachment to that object in the afterlife. Paintings, furniture, wedding gowns, dolls. Amy Bruni and Adam Barry have investigated cases where a spirit is tied to each of them. And I quote, "As a kid, I saved up and bought a doll from an antique shop near my house in California," Amy said. "I had no idea it was haunted, but eventually figured it out when I found that doll giving off smoke and about to ignite. Not once, but twice. It finally ended up in the burn pile in the backyard." Whoa. So this haunted doll just would spontaneously combust, huh? You sure you didn't have it too close to a candle? I'm just asking questions. Not trying to be skeptical, that's all. I am, man. I believe it. The kind of stuff that I've seen flying around in the sky, who's to say something like that couldn't be real? Of course it could. I've seen stuff that shouldn't be real in the sky flying around. I've seen stuff that people say is impossible and shouldn't be real and isn't real, but I've seen it. One of the most famous haunted objects is Annabelle, the doll on which the Annabelle movies are based. It is said to have been possessed by a malevolent creature. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren acquired the doll and kept it in their now closed Warren's Occult Museum in Connecticut. The Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and Occult has a collection of hundreds of haunted objects, from a dark mirror that shows people their deepest fears. What is this, Harry Potter? Harry Potter had a mirror of secrets or something that shows your deepest fears in one of the Harry Potter movies. I wonder if the mirror was based off of this mirror. People their deepest fears to a Ouija board made from the blood-stained floorboards of a home where a person was murdered. Damn. Okay. Well. Even with the possibility of danger, people are drawn to supposedly haunted objects. That's true. Some people love haunted objects. The Hands Resist Him, a painting from 1972 by Washington artist William Stoneham, sold on eBay in 2000 for over $1,000, with claims from anonymous sellers saying their daughter saw the figures in the painting move at night. Okay, how old is the daughter is my question. Because when I was a little kid, I would stare very hard at stuffed animals in my room, and I would want them to move. I would imagine them moving. I would stare at them for so long and for so hard that eventually the darkness would play tricks on my eyes and I saw them vibrating and moving around. So, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not saying this isn't real. I'm not saying this isn't true. But I would be curious to just know how old their daughter is, okay? A vintage teddy bear that the seller claimed was haunted sold in 2019 for $560. The same year, a spiritual doll vessel, I don't know what a doll vessel means, sold for $5,600. Most experts will tell you that trusting the haunted objects, in quotes, listings on any third-party seller site, or really trusting anyone trying to sell you a haunted object is likely nothing more than an exercise in making your money disappear. I mean, hey, ghost money, making your money disappear since 1989. On that note, your alien boy is selling haunted objects. I got this haunted Yeti tumbler cup thing for $379. I'm going to put this on my Outhouse Alien website. Merch coming soon. And that's a real website, coming soon. I got 2 websites dropping soon. In-House Alien, that's the alien advertising agency. That's your boy. Marketing, advertising, graphic design, photography, UFO hunting services, actor for hire, model for hire. And if you didn't know, your boy's a model actor. And yeah, if you're trying to launch a business, you're trying to launch your online biz, you want to follow your dreams and quit your 9 to 5 job that you hate, hit your boy up. Let's talk. Let me help you out. Let's figure something out. My specialty is just being unconventional ideas. If you want to stick out, get people to notice you and know you, let's figure out a little campaign for you, little social media, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm just saying, life is short. You gotta live. You gotta follow your dreams. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing for about a year and a half. Delicious water. So the problem with these Sony Alpha cameras, okay, ready? Hold on. And let me just double check that it's recording. Yup. Okay, just have to double check that. The problem with these Sony Alpha cameras, man, is that they have a 30-minute recording limit. I think maybe they put out the A6400, which doesn't have that anymore. I forget if that's the one, if that's the camera, but yeah. So if I do an hour-long podcast, I have to be very conscious that the camera, I have the Sony A7 III, that the camera is going to turn off after 30 minutes. Then it's going to stop recording your boy. Damn, man, I'm not upset, but just a bit annoying that it didn't record for the first 13 minutes. Don't know what happened. Don't know why I didn't turn it on. I could have swore I turned it on. But then I turned it off. And then I guess I forgot to turn it back on. So that's cool. But yeah, In-House Alien dropping soon. Then we got outhousealien.com. That's dropping soon. It's got the merch. We've got space jackets that your boy makes. I love making space jackets, sci-fi fashion. I get a lot of compliments when I wear the jacket out. It's weird. Like literally, I wore it to the airport a couple times. People like come up to you and they shake your hand and they're like, "Yo, dope jacket. I love that jacket." I pull up the drive-thrus in that jacket, and you know, the people at the register, I was like, "Yo, dope jacket." So it's very encouraging. That's really cool. So if you want your own space jacket, hit me up, make you a custom one. But yeah, Outhouse Alien's gonna have merch, t-shirts, Alientainment, which is entertainment for aliens. It's gonna have all my YouTube channels, Alien Drive-Thru. It's where I'm gonna pull up the drive-thrus with my alien prop next to me. And it's kind of like the Hodge twins, how they do it. They pull up the drive-thrus, get some food, they just chill for 10 minutes, you know, make a little 10-minute YouTube video, and they just have fun. Just mess around, maybe try a new sandwich. And so that's what I'm going to do with the alien prop. So that's Alien Drive-Thru. And by the way, please subscribe to the Alien Baebies podcast on YouTube. Probe that like button and abduct that subscribe button. Like the Alien Baebies podcast page on Facebook. And go to alienbabies.com. But to hear the podcast without video footage, through the Podbean app. So that's alienbabies.com. And follow me on Instagram at ArthurAlien. And yeah, what else? Outhouse Alien UFO Hunt Experience is going to be on there. It's another page on there on the website. That's where people can come and UFO hunt with me in a UFO hotspot for a couple hours or so. Then we got other things going on, you know, other ghost hunt experience. We can go on a ghost hunt. There's a place around here, actually, I found out. It's like a little village with shops and stuff. Apparently they got ghosts, and apparently you can go there at night after all the stores close and just walk around. So I'm going to go on a ghost hunt. So that should be really fun. It's a really nice area. Lots of creepy shops, lots of creepy trees, and, you know, kind of like hallways to go outside. So that should be very, very interesting. I might even do it live. So if you want to go on a live ghost hunt with me, might be able to do it live. So I'm gonna have some live UFO hunting. I'll also subscribe to my UFO Hunt and Chill YouTube channel. I'm gonna have another thing coming out called UFO Hunt and Chill Live BTS. That's where I'll film the UFO Hunt and Chill episode. I'll do it live, so you guys can watch me live on a UFO hunting episode. Right? Man, I got so many different channels and stuff. I'm like getting a couple things confused. It's been a while since I've thought about those couple things that I just mentioned. So I'll have to get back to you on that. But there is going to be a live UFO hunting thing where I record the sky in a UFO hotspot, and you'll see me on the side of the camera, like on the screen. I'll be in the frame. We're going to do it live. You're going to see everything live. And we could chit-chat. And I'll just be looking at the camera, and then I'll be looking up at the sky as well. And you'll have a live feed of the sky in a UFO hotspot where I've seen a lot of incredible and crazy things. So hopefully we can UFO hunt and see something insane together. My alien babies. So also, once the website drops, Outhouse Alien, where it's going to have the merch, if you want to be a real alien baby, okay, you're going to have to buy some merch. Join the Alien Baby Gang. You want to be part of the Alien Baby Gang? Then you got to support your boy. You know, we gotta get this podcast going. Maybe start a little Patreon page, so I don't have to find a 9-to-5 job, which means I would not be able to podcast and do all these YouTube channels as much if I had to get a 9-to-5, because that would take up most of my time. So here's outhousealien.com. At the top, it says, follow the white rabbit to inhousealien.com. And I got some Matrix stuff going on Inhouse Alien, which is pretty sweet. Let's see. Greetings, alien babies. Outhouse Alien, your source for alien entertainment, accessories to accentuate your individuality, alien fitness, and inspiration to follow your dreams. And we got UFO Hunt and Chill YouTube channel on there. Space jackets for UFO hunters, backyard astronomers, and stargazing aliens. UFO Hunt Experience, an experience for the average UFO lover to the rich and famous. And I say rich and famous because I have one service under UFO Hunt and UFO Hunt Experience called can't believe I'm blanking on all these names. Let's see. UFO Hunt Experience Luxury Edition. That's where I'll rent a luxury car for about maybe 3 to 5 hours, 3 hours. Whatever you want. Lamborghini, I'll rent a Bentley, Ferrari. What other cars they got? Yeah, Lambo. And we're going to pick you up or meet you somewhere. You hop in the car. Sorry, you can't drive it because I'm liable for it. So, you know, since I'm getting the whip, I'm sorry. Only I can drive it. But hopefully that's not, too much of a problem for people. But anyway, so I'll rent that. I'm going to dope UFO hunt, and that's, really rich people are going to be able to afford that. The average person, probably not. So we got UFO hunt and chill experience. That is where, if you've ever wanted to be a YouTuber, you ever wanted to try that, you've ever wanted to be in a YouTube video or a YouTube video with me, you can tag along on a UFO hunt and chill episode that I film. That's going to be the experience. You can come with me for a couple hours, a few hours, something like that. Or we could also do a ghost hunt. And you could be in a YouTube video with me, seen by thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands. So if that's something you're into, I'm going to have that going on. A ghost hunt experience. The UFO hunt experience is a group thing. So if I get a bunch of people together, we go in a group and we go in a UFO hotspot and UFO hunt for a few hours. Hopefully we get to see something incredible. Or if I don't have any people, it's just going to be a one-on-one thing, which is fine. And so that's going to be on Outhouse Alien. If you go on there to outhousealien.com, there's going to be a blog on there. If you go on there, you can enter your email to stay up to date. So so when I do launch the website, you'll know about it and whatever other alien activities we got going on. So yeah, I'm excited. It's a really cool website. It's looking sexy. Oh yeah, I just wanted to read a little bit more about what a outhouse alien is. Get up, get up close for this one. OuthouseAlien.com is for aliens that feel out of place on this planet. You like that? For the green unsheep of the family. I get you. Alien babies welcome. Teleport into a higher dimension with me. And then I gotta figure out like a slogan. UFO, unidentified fashion object. Not sure. But I'm gonna have alien bath bombs that I make myself. I'm gonna have alien candles that I make myself. So if you like to bathe in alien DNA, you can get an alien bath bomb available soonish. And if you like to smell like an alien, you can get yourself a little alien candle. Your source for alien entertainment, accessories to accentuate your individuality, alien fitness, and inspiration to follow your dreams. And then I'm going to have an article on here about star seeds. Here's what we can get into for a couple minutes. Who is Arthur Alien? I'm a UFO hunter, actor, creative hybrid, filmmaker, designer, photographer, and entrepreneur. I believe in living life, following your dreams, and not caring what people think of you. Misunderstood and underestimated class clown turned self-proclaimed comedian. Passionate about creativity, night owl espresso drinker, embracing your unique self, stargazing and UFO hunting while brainstorming ideas and thinking about the universe. And that's just the tip of the UFO. 60% psychic, clairsentient UFO hunter. So if you're wondering about who is Arthur Alien, give you a taste. I give you a taste. That's a small idea. Just the tip of the UFO, my alien babies. Okay? And yeah, so be on the lookout for those. In-house alien and outhousealien.com. Merch available soon. All right, well, we've been podcasting for 43 minutes. Cool. Probably wrap this up once we hit an hour, right? But yeah, I'm thinking about having some podcast guests either next week or within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll either have people. Maybe I'll go on IG Live and interview people through there, so you guys can watch us live, and at the same time, I can set up my TikTok Live. I can take questions. I could do Facebook Live, but not a lot of people tune in there, so maybe I won't do Facebook Live. And what else? We got Twitch, but Twitch is weird. I haven't figured out Twitch, but I could live stream with the YOLO box to 3 social media platforms at the same time. I could do YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch through my camera. And then on top of that, I can have TikTok Live, IG Live, and maybe even Facebook Live if I want. So yeah, drop me, if you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment below if you have any questions you want me to answer on the podcast, I'll be happy to answer those. If you have some topics that you think you would like to hear me discuss, do that too. But yeah, this ghost hunting magazine is really, really dope. Let's see if I can, let's see if we have one more article here that we could talk about. Ooh, I see the Loch Ness Monster. And actually on my UFO wall right here, I don't know if you can see, I have an image of the Loch Ness Monster. Supposed Loch Ness Monster photograph right up there. And it's also in this magazine, which is cool. The search for other paranormal phenomena. There's more to the unexplained than just ghosts. A whole host of otherworldly phenomena is out there, from unidentified flying objects to cryptids. Those are unidentified, as yet undiscovered animals, to psychic and telekinetic abilities. Many of the most passionate investigators of a particular phenomenon stay strictly within their subject area, but a growing pool of evidence demonstrates how comparing notes and sharing resources across disciplines can lead to greater knowledge and bigger discoveries. Yeah, that's the thing about certain industries, like scientists, I believe. My girlfriend was telling me, what was she telling me about? Biologists or scientists? Yeah, like astronomers, or scientists. One of those. They were, like years ago, maybe they still do, but they were competing against one another. You know, who's going to be the best scientist? Who's going to make the next big discovery? Who's going to have the next big idea? The theory that, you know, comes true, or everyone applauds you for. And they didn't want to compare and share notes because of that. So it was like a big competition. And it really stunted the growth of the astronomy community or whatever at the time. And yeah, I'm sure that applies to a lot of industries where, you know, they don't want to compare notes. They don't want to work together. And let's see. It was because of physicist Bruce Maccabee, a UFO researcher, that we understand the phenomenon of orb photos as we do today. Ooh, what does that mean? What is the explanation of the orb photos? I've seen an orb. I have some orb footage. I saw this orb from my backyard a little bit further away, and it was rapidly flashing different colors. I recorded it years ago on like a really old camcorder, and I still have the footage. It's pretty shaky, but you can clearly see this orb just floating there, rapidly flashing different colors. And that's one of my earliest UFO sightings. So let's see. Wait a minute. He says Maccabee debunked orb photos which had exploded among ghost hunters. We're talking about ghosts. See, I thought we were talking about UFOs. So you're talking about orb photos photos. I'm talking about orbs in video. Those are legit. But the orbs in photos for ghosts, I don't know about. I know sometimes it's just a glare from the lens, a reflection. It's, you know, but I will say this, that I believe that at least some of those are probably legit. Or maybe none of them are, who knows, but for sure some of them are just the reflection from a lens. It can sometimes create a crazy effect that some people think is like an alien or a ghost. um, which had exploded among ghost hunters with the proliferation of digital cameras. He then went on to become one of the first experts in debunking modern spirit photos. Debunker, yes. The earliest form of what's now the spirit box, one of the most popular pieces of ghost hunting equipment, was the Frank's box, which was designed by Frank Sumption. Something? Something? Sumption. Sumption. Frank Sumption. Frank something. Frank something. I don't know. Frank something. Frank something. What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Frank something? Frank's something. I don't remember his name. Frank's something like that. Something like that, yeah. But let's see. Let me finish out this little article here. Frank Sumption, who has said that the spirits he communicated with believed he was from another planet. That's just the beginning of crossover between phenomena. Many people who claim to have been abducted by aliens describe eerily similar experiences to people who live in homes with peculiar hauntings or a poltergeist. There are theories that cryptids are the ghosts of Neanderthals. Wow. Okay, never heard of that theory before, but that's crazy. And that Bigfoot has evaded capture for so long because it's an interdimensional. Oh, the article goes on. Interdimensional being, like a ghost. Let's see, that can move in and out of this plane. Think about the possibilities of what might happen if Seekers or the Loch Ness Monster brought a psychic along on a search or employed classical ghost hunting techniques. The more information researchers share with one another, the further they're moving the needle on our understanding of the paranormal as a whole. That's true. That is legit. You gotta hold up. You gotta compare notes. That's true. That's the only way we're gonna advance quicker. Compare notes, work together, be respectful, help one another. Like, come on, humanity. Like, what are we doing, man? It's like people. I heard that people genuinely deep down want to help one another. But then there's definitely a lot of people that don't. They want to help themselves. And yeah, but so on one of these podcast episodes, I want to talk about organizing your ghost hunt. There's a really cool article about that. So maybe I'll touch on that next time. Ghost hunting tales for next time. Where's my creepy thing at? That's the harp. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Get a little alien water. Why don't we, before I sign off, check a little SpaceX news and science news on the deep dark web. Let's see. Where is... Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Let's go to Chrome. Why not? Perfect. Let's Google SpaceX news. Let's see if there's anything going on with SpaceX. Let's see if there's anything going on. Elon Musk and SpaceX launch Starlink satellite broadband amid pandemic. Well, of course. Gotta launch satellites, man, right? Let's see. SpaceX wins U.S. military approval to launch on reused Falcon boosters. Okay. SpaceX Starship. Incredible videos. Video shows the vacuum Raptor engine's power. ULA delays Delta 5, or is that 5? IV. Heavy rocket again, but SpaceX swaps spots to launch first. Damn, SpaceX they just do what they want, huh? Let's see what's in the news. Fox News, breaking news updates. CNN, breaking news. Chris Wallace won't fact check Trump and Biden during the debate. I apologize for mentioning politics on this podcast, but of course the first thing on the news I see is something about politics or Trump or Biden. Yo, couldn't care less. Don't want to hear about it. That's all you hear about. Corona, COVID, Trump, Biden, Corona. It's like, man, come on, man. Come on. This is enough. Enough. Scientist who denies climate change hired at NOAA by Trump. Again, more Trump. Why? Why? Coronavirus update. COVID. How Trump is stealing China's playbook to deal with TikTok. Trump is stealing China's playbook to deal with TikTok. Bro, I hope they don't ban TikTok. The race to keep TikTok operating in the United States has turned into a saga of intricate deal-making and political flattery. Okay, not interested. Back button. You know what I do want to... I want to look up weird science news. That's what I want to see. Weird science news. Strange news, weird science news, and discoveries. Lightning killed 2 giraffes in South Africa. Were they doomed by their height? What? After 2 dead giraffes were discovered in a South African nature reserve, scientists determined that the animals had been struck by lightning. Wow. Because of their long necks? I mean, come on, that seems a little silly. Just because they have long necks, you think they're more prone to get hit by lightning? Like the lightning rods? I don't know about all that. What else we got? The 11 biggest unanswered questions about dark matter. In the 1930s, a Swiss astronomer named Fritz Zwicky noticed that galaxies in a distant cluster were orbiting one another much faster than they should have been given the amount of visible mass they had. He proposed that an unseen substance, which is called dark matter, might be tugging gravitationally on these galaxies. Since then, researchers have confirmed that this mysterious material can be found throughout the cosmos, and that it is 6 times more abundant than the normal matter that makes up ordinary things like stars and people. Yet despite seeing dark matter throughout the universe, scientists are mostly still scratching their heads over it. Here are the 11 Biggest unanswered questions about dark matter. What is dark matter? Can we detect dark matter? Does dark matter consist of more than one particle? Do dark forces exist? Along with additional particles of dark matter, there is the possibility that dark matter experiences forces analogous to those felt by regular matter. Anyway, let me see if there's any other cool, weird science news. Strange and offbeat news, Science Daily. Metal wires of carbon complete toolbox for carbon-based computers. Spin cleanup method brings practical quantum computers closer to reality. Pair of massive baby stars swaddled in salty water vapor. What? What does that even mean? Astronomers spotted a pair of massive baby stars growing in salty cosmic soup. Each star is shrouded by a gaseous disk which includes molecules of sodium chloride, commonly known as table salt. Jaws of death. Paleontologist renames giant prehistoric marine lizard. Okay. That's what's up, I guess. There's got to be a really cool website here for weird science. Release the Kraken. Scientists finally sequence giant squid genome. There's something remarkable about cephalopods, and it's not just that they're likely smarter than your 4-year-old, to say nothing ... Arachnophobes, take note. New species of widow spider will haunt your dreams. What's jet black, has 8 legs, a red club-shaped splotch on its back, lays purple eggs, and likely possesses an excruciatingly ... Click for more. Another incredibly stupid, horrible idea. Chinese scientists create pig-monkey chimeras. Ooh, this is a cool website. What is this? Outerplaces.com. The touching reason why this tenured physics professor is building a laser-based time travel machine. Whoa. Author says humans could form emotional attachments to robots. Well, yeah, of course. Is that even a question? People form emotional attachments to AI now, to their phones, to cars. People fall in love with cars and make love to them. Other inanimate objects. I've always thought that it was a little strange to hear everyone express affection for a product, particularly technological products. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Once they start making AI, that you can't even tell if it's human or AI, or maybe even if you can, it doesn't matter. Either way, you're still going to form an emotional bond with it, an attachment. 100%. People are going to date AI robots in the future. You know, boyfriend, girlfriend, human, AI. And eventually they'll be able to make a baby together. The AI will be able to give birth. And eventually the AI will be so human-like that they will give AI... what's the word I'm looking for here? Jesus Christ. They'll give AI rights. Human rights. Human AI rights. That might be slightly different than human rights. They might call it human AI or something. I don't know. But what was I talking about? Where was I going with this? But yeah, people will date AI and they'll have AI babies. How would that work? The AI is made of out of metal stuff and also metal components, and then human DNA and human components. In the AI womb, how would it make a baby? Hey, like an incubator in its stomach. It would have like an incubator, fluids, and yeah. And that's totally possible. And if you think that's impossible, maybe it's impossible right now. Maybe it's not. But I think nothing's impossible. Eventually you can figure out how to do the thing, how to make it, and then it's no longer impossible. How many times have scientists and people said something's impossible, and then it happens, or they figure out how to do it finally? So I don't think anything's impossible. Maybe maybe in the current time it's impossible because the technology isn't there yet, but in the future you can probably figure it out with enough time. Even a million years goes by and you don't think that's enough time to figure out time travel or figure out something that right now is impossible? It's a crazy amount of time, especially at the rate that technology is advancing right now. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Given enough time. Visitor from a strange land. Star ejected by Milky Way's supermassive black hole, now traveling at 3 million miles per hour. 3 million miles per hour. How's that even... Dude, can you even wrap your brain around 3 million miles per hour? Imagine 5 miles an hour, just creeping. Now imagine 25 miles an hour. Now imagine 45 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour on the highway. Now 100 miles an hour, 120, 200, 300. You start losing me because I've never driven 300 miles an hour. I've never driven 200 miles an hour. But I have been on roller coasters. I don't know how fast they go, but it's just hard to imagine. Imagine 1,000 miles an hour, 5,000, 500,000 miles an hour. What does that look like? 1 million miles an hour, 2 million miles an hour, 3 million miles an hour? Are you serious? Bruh, what does that even mean? How's that even possible? 5 million years ago, the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy ejected a bright blue star. 3 million miles an hour. Wow. Russian physicist says white dwarf stars could be filled with creamy quantum liquids. A team of Russian theoretical physicists has proposed the radical new theory that white dwarf stars have what some are calling a creamy quantum liquid. Ooh. U.S. Army investigating military applications of exotic materials alleged to be from alien spacecraft. Clicking on that. Let's see. The newly formed U.S. Army Futures Command. I'm sorry, what? What is the U.S. Army Futures Command? Created last year to support the continuous transformation of Army modernization in order to provide future war fighters with the concepts, capabilities, and organizational structures they need to dominate a future battlefield is living up to its name. U.S. Army Futures Command. Bro, I've never even heard of that. Is that real life? Undertaking an intriguing partnership with Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy. Oh, that's cool. To test exotic metals acquired by TTSA earlier this year. The contract, reported by Bloomberg and originally published on the Black Vault, names Luis Elizondo, a former Pentagon official who claims he was involved with the Defense Intelligence Agency's DIA Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, ATIP, as a principal investigator for TTSA. TTSA is best known for its release of headline-grabbing videos purporting to show Navy fighter jets encountering unidentified aircraft and the various claims made by Elizondo about the ATIP. In a 2017 statement to CNN, Elizondo suggested that these unidentified aircraft may have had extraterrestrial origins. In quotes, these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of, Elizondo said, further calling them things that don't have any obvious flight services, any obvious forms of propulsion, and maneuvering in ways that include extreme maneuverability beyond. I would submit the healthy G-forces of a include the extreme maneuverability. Who wrote this? I would submit the healthy G-forces of a human or anything biological. Yeah, and I've definitely seen a UFO like that. That flew really fast and stopped on a dime. And it's like, yeah, I don't know how a human could survive that. So I don't know what was flying around inside of that thing. In a TTSA press release quoted by Vice, the metals are reported to have come from an advanced aerospace vehicle of unknown origin and were purchased for the princely sum. What does princely mean? Is that a typo? Is it supposed to be pricely? Pricely? Dude, who wrote this? Of $35,000. Vice further reports that the materials are alleged by UFO researcher Linda Moulton Howe to possess some rather interesting qualities. In 2004, Howe claimed that the materials levitate when exposed to certain electromagnetic frequencies. I would be curious to know which frequencies. Let's see. While the veracity of the claim has yet to be publicly confirmed, the Army seems to be intent on finding out for itself. The Army's interest in these materials, or really any materials, is exploring what their capability is. Army Futures Command senior researcher Joe Cannon told Bloomberg, any speculation as to their origin, I think, is immaterial, right? They have made technical claims that have interested us. TTSA's press release on the partnership seemed uncharacteristically banal, dude. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't know these words. Perhaps due to security protocols in place. This cooperative research agreement brings additional, critically important expertise that is necessary to advance the state of the art in both our near and long-term technology areas of study, reads a statement from TTSA COO, and Aerospace Division Director Steve Justice. And in quotes, while the Army has specific performance interests in the research, much of the work is expected to have dual use application in support of TTSA's path to commercialize and public benefit mission. Whether or not any findings will be made immediately. Okay. Whether or not any findings will be made immediately made public, again, who wrote this, is up to speculation. But given the government's tendency towards opacity when it comes to these matters, we don't expect to see anything about American UFO technology gracing the front page of the New York Times any soon. When was this published? Wow, this was actually published October 2019. Why was this on the front page of this website? That's kind of weird. So yeah, since 2019, we don't expect to see anything about American UFO technology gracing the front page of the New York Times anytime soon. Bruh, the New York Times recently came out with an article, right? About that they found craft from other worlds. So I don't know what they're talking about in this article because the New York Times came out with some UFO stories recently. Let's see, there's a comment on the bottom of this article. This article only supplies speculation. I wish it was a little more informative, for sure. My question is, if the government already has UFOs, then why is this metal that Linda Moulton House acquired so special? Unless the government gave it to someone to give to her to then sell to the government to carry on the denial thing. Then again, watching her on TV, she knows all the signs of being knowledgeable of something being untrue. She is an easy read. Some of it could be because of age or a medical condition, but tying all of it together, she knows she is misleading people. I don't know what he just said. Let's see. So yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what they're talking about. Who's got this material? What? Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I've definitely seen some alien craft flying around. That's for sure. All right, my alien babies. I'm going to wrap this podcast episode up. So if you stay tuned for the entire episode, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. Follow me on IG at ArthurAlien. Leave some comments under this YouTube video, or if you're at alienbabiespodcast.com, which is the Podbean app. Leave a comment on the website, and let me know if you have any questions. If there's some questions you want me to answer or look up for our next podcast episode, a topic you want me to discuss, send me a DM, leave me a comment, and I'll do that. And stay tuned for inhousealien.com and outhousealien.com. Sub to Alien Babies Podcast on YouTube. Probe that like button and abduct that subscribe button. And like the Facebook page. And yeah. And stay safe. Don't get abducted by any UFOs. If you have any cool UFO sightings footage, send it my way. I'll be happy to look at it, maybe discuss it, post it on your behalf, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Anyway, peace out. Thank you. And let's see, do I have any outro music or just intro? I'll play a little intro. And peace out. much so here that I'm holding off drinking it the whole time, but... And yeah, that concludes the podcast, but I'm just going to sit here for a few more minutes and, sip on this espresso. Where my coffee drinking alien lovers in the house tonight at? And yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this podcast episode. It started off shaky. I was a bit nervous, starting to sweat. And, didn't really know what to say, didn't know what to talk about. So, this is only episode number 2. I might have to have hundreds of episodes before I'm half good. Who knows? Maybe I just need 10. Maybe I need 100. Maybe 1,000. Maybe it'll never be good. Who knows? But we're going to continue doing it, hopefully. And, I'm probably going to make a Patreon page. If you'd like to support the channel, support the podcast. If you want to be in the Alien Baby Gang, donate $1 or something. And then you're going to be a true alien baby. Because you're supporting the movement, and that's all that counts. And I love you, and I appreciate you. And have a good day, and stay super positive. Positivity's key. All right? Oh, damn. Let me not do that into the microphone, because it probably sounds really, really loud. And I apologize. All right? Peace out.